Drop a like on the video in 5 seconds if you plan on picking up Modern Warfare when it does release October 25th. Yo, what's going on YouTube? It is your boy Ears. Hope you guys are having a great rest of your day, start to your day, whatever time it may be. And I'm going to be putting forth my raw, honest, and uncut opinions on Modern Warfare, as well as providing some feedback to the developers on some things that I feel that should be changed, removed, or added to the game before it does release October 25th. Let me know down in the comment section right now. Let it all out. Don't hold anything back. What are 3 things that you guys want to see added, removed, or changed in Modern Warfare before its full release? Now, I do enjoy the game, and it is a very challenging Call of Duty, but that's what I do like about it. I like having to get on each and every day, improving, and honestly kind of experimenting with a bunch of different class setups, experimenting with a bunch of different play styles to figure out what works the best and how I can play Modern Warfare at the best of my ability, get on the highest kill streaks, get those nukes, and ultimately have a lot of fun. I like that about Call of Duty, but unfortunately, I don't feel that the casual community is like that. I'm going to be getting further into detail about that in this video. With all that being said, let's jump right into some of the things that I want to see added in Modern Warfare as a part of a future update that we could be seeing in the game before it actually does release. Like I said, October 25th. Now, I actually have literally 2 lists of things that I want to talk about. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So number 1 on the list is going to be the traditional mini-map. Now, in my personal opinion, I'm used to the mini-map the way it is right now because the compass is actually really effective. It shows where the gunfire is, so you really should be paying attention to that more than the mini-map. The mini-map for me is used to determine where my teammates are because I actually know how to use the mini-map and use the compass in tandem. But unfortunately, a lot of the casual community really isn't up to speed on that. They're not really used to the mini-map, and a lot of people don't really even care to figure out how to use the mini-map. So those players are honestly just going to be upset. They're going to be struggling, and they're really not going to be feeling the game because it's not, you know, a Call of Duty game. It doesn't have that mini map in the core game modes. Now, I do understand a lot of the hardcore community does not care if the mini map returns or if it does not, come back into the standard core because they don't really play core. They play hardcore, and the mini map is not in hardcore. But for a lot of the core players, because that is where a lot of the community stands, I feel they should go ahead and put it back into the game because since you cannot determine where gunfire is, people are parking themselves in the deepest, darkest corners of the maps, and they're not moving, and it's incredibly hard to get them out of those corners. And those players that really aren't paying attention, and they might use the mini-map just for that reason, if there's no UAV up, they're going to have no idea where those players are at, and they might start camping themselves because they're seeing that, okay, this is an effective strategy, yet it's an annoying strategy. Now, we're going to be going into kind of, I guess to say, complaint number 2. Now, I feel that streaks should be recyclable in Modern Warfare. And what I mean by recyclable is once you get, let's say, your highest score streak or your kill streak in this game is the support helo. You get another 4 kills. I feel like you should be able to get your UAV again. Now, obviously, the support helo should not count toward your next UAV. Your UAV should be gotten again with gun kills. But I feel that there really was no reason to take this away. It's kind of a step backwards. We've been able to recycle streaks since Modern Warfare, and I think that this change was just downright unnecessary. And I feel they should just revert it back because I know a lot of players, they have that rewarding feeling when they get their support helo and they stay alive, they're making smart decisions, and they're able to get it again within the same life. I feel like that's something that is kind of a staple in Call of Duty now, kind of like the UAV, that really should not be messed with and taken away. Let me know what you guys feel about that. Now, number 3 on the list, the sprint out. That needs to be buffed immediately. Now, what I mean by sprint out, I'm talking about how fast you can aim down sight your weapon after a sprint. Now, in this game, it is incredibly long, and I mean incredibly long. You have to have the pistol grip equipped to be able to actually challenge and move around and rush in this game. And I feel that this should honestly be kind of changed and make it so it's a little bit easier to run around, get in and out of gunfights without being punished for sprinting. Now, I know a lot of players are definitely struggling with this. I know a lot of players are dying from people just ADSing around corners, leaning around corners, mounting around corners, or just sitting in a building on a head glitch because they cannot ready their weapon fast enough and fire it off of a sprint. I understand they're trying to go for a realistic real war effect, but since this is a video game, it's Call of Duty, people have been camping in Call of Duty for years. This is something that I feel needs to be changed, and it's going to allow people to move around and rush, and honestly not even really rush, but just move around the map a lot smoother without getting punished because they're actually like moving and sprinting around. Now, obviously, you should not be sprinting around every single corner, but I'm just talking about in general, just getting from point A to point B. It's so incredibly slow to aim down your sight that this needs to be addressed, in my personal opinion. Now, we're going to be going on complaint number 4. Now, the attachments that are slowing down your aim down sight and your movement speed. Nearly every single attachment in Modern Warfare is slowing down your aim down sight and movement speed. Besides, honestly, the pistol grip, again, is something that you have to put on each and every class setup. I think this was a bad idea. I understand they're going for the real war effect, but I feel that this, again, is promoting camping. It's telling people to not move. Literally, it's reducing your movement speed. I don't understand that. I think they need to go ahead and kind of rethink this because it's incredibly hard to rush and move around when you're putting on like the suppressor, or maybe even like things like the muzzle brake or the red dot sight that are increasing your aim down sight speed. It really doesn't make any sense as to why this is happening. I do understand a lot of the red dot sights, in fact, don't really go ahead and change it that drastically, but when you do start coupling up on attachments, it is noticeable, and this is something that should be changed and addressed within the full release of Modern Warfare. Now, we're going to be going on kind of addressing something, a complaint for my 5th point, and that's going to be the Claymores in EOD. Now, Claymores and proximity mines are laced across the map. They're everywhere. I think Claymores need to be nerfed, and they need to have a delay so you can actually escape them, trip them, and run away before they explode, or just have them do less damage. It's ridiculous how effective Claymores are, and honestly, it's hurting the game, and it's hurting players that are actually moving around and trying to rush. Also, I believe they should buff the EOD perk. I believe EOD should kind of counter the explosives a little bit more, and also counter the air assault streaks, so you can kind of get to cover if somebody does call in something on you, like a glide, like a precision airstrike, or maybe calling in kind of like a predator missile on you. This is something that they should definitely address, because the cruise missile, even with EOD, if it doesn't even land next to you, you're dead. So it's ridiculous how effective it is, and I think they need to go ahead and address and buff EOD so it works a little bit better. It's perfect for surviving, one claymore or one grenade, but when people are stacking up on claymores, people are, calling in cruise missiles, and they're landing kind of far away from you, honestly, and you're still dying, I think they should go ahead and definitely buff, that perk. Now, we're also going to be talking about the Scorestreaks. Now, in general, I understand I just talked about EOD being buffed, but the streaks, I think they need to have more health. I'm talking about kind of like the VTOL, the support helo. The health is too low. You can take them out with like 2 clips of an assault rifle, which is ridiculous. So definitely buff the health of the Scorestreaks, or the kill streaks in this game, because it is really just like disheartening when you call in a support helo and boom, it's gone instantly. It's kind of ridiculous how fast it gets shot down. Scorestreaks or kill streaks in this game are already hard enough to achieve. Now, we're going over, be talking about the headshot multipliers. Now, this is going to be an additional kind of complaint I have about Modern Warfare. Now, the headshot multipliers in this game are ridiculous. I know a lot of you guys are getting joked because the headshot multipliers are crazy in Modern Warfare. One shot to the head is insane. I definitely feel they need to go ahead and address this. I think they need to kind of like reduce the flinch or something so this isn't happening. I've lost so many gunfights because I shoot somebody, boom, they pull up their gun, maybe a second after I do, they get that view kick, boom, I'm dead instantly in the head. It's so ridiculous. It's so fast how you die. I understand, like I said, it's a real war or kind of like a realistic effect, but it's crazy in a video game when there is lag compensation and connection issues. They definitely got to go ahead and address, the headshot multipliers here in Modern Warfare. Now, we're also going to be talking about the bullet penetration. Now, this is going to kind of, in my opinion, stop a lot of the camping. You really can't wallbang and shoot through walls on this game as smoothly as you could other Call of Duties. I feel like they need to go ahead and buff this across the board because FMJ really isn't working as well as it should, if not at all right now. And I definitely feel like they need to go ahead and address this because people that are sitting behind like stuff like wood, it's hard to shoot them behind it, and maybe even like kind of like a loose or like not even a thick stone wall. It's hard to get them out. Definitely puts, address the bullet penetration in the game so I can shoot through that cover and get those people from camping in the backs of the map. Now, I'm also going to be talking about the lighting. The lighting is crazy in Modern Warfare. People are sitting in the backs of dark corners. People in the backs of room. There's so many windows in this game that I can't even see people in, man. I'm just getting popped by people in the back of the maps. It's nuts. They definitely need to go ahead and kind of bump up the lighting so I can see people a little bit easier, because it's so weird because I'm hearing people on console say that it's not that big of a, that's not console, on PC that it's not that big of a deal, but I'm playing on console on the Xbox One X and I played it on the PS4 Pro, and these guys in these windows, these guys in the backs of the map, I can't see them and they just take me out. It's ridiculous. I definitely feel they need to go ahead and make it so, these rooms aren't so hazy. They aren't so dark. I know you guys are feeling me on this because I've just been getting popped by people sitting in the back of the map, just not moving. Now, we're also going to be talking about the maps not rendering in and the constant game crash. This obviously is a fix that hopefully they can address, but if you guys have played Ground War or honestly even any of the other maps, the game's just been crashing crazy. Definitely fix this before the game does release fully, because I'm telling you this right now, if I'm one off my nuke and my game crashes, I'm releasing holy hell. I'm going crazy. I'm going to be freaking out, man. I know a lot of you guys will too, or I'm about to get my streak and boom, the game just disconnects. Something that definitely feel that needs to be addressed. And the maps, I'm clipping through walls. I can kind of see through walls on some maps. It's kind of nutty. Definitely go ahead and fix this here in Modern Warfare. And finally, we're going to be talking about the matchmaking. Now, obviously, there is some type of skill-based matchmaking in Modern Warfare. It's connecting us based off of our KDs. Now, the beta is open. I have cross-platform enabled. There's no reason I should be queuing up above a 100 ping. I live in the Midwest in the United States. My ping is, in general, 30 ping. I'm 19 ping from my Chicago server. So, me queuing into matches with 100-plus ping, cross-platform, it kind of raises an alarm. Make it so if that connection is king, because I know a lot of players are going to be complaining if they're going to be dying because, like I said, their bullets are not registering. These are going to be all of kind of my complaints and kind of adjustments I would do in Modern Warfare, and honestly some things that they need to be just mixed up, removed, changed before the game does release. And finally, like I said, do I enjoy Modern Warfare? I do enjoy the game. It is a very frustrating but rewarding game if you guys, stick through it, get better, and honestly just play the game, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it, man. But like I said, I hope a lot of these things do get added, removed, or changed before the full release this October 25th. I want to get this video out there because I know a lot of you guys are kind of curious on my opinions on Modern Warfare. So here you guys go. Hope you guys did enjoy. Like I said, it's been your boy Ears. Make sure you guys absolutely smash the like button on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications on, and above all, guys, make sure you have a great rest of your day. Deuces. Man, dude. No, I just got sniped on a 17, bro. The kid in the back of the map. Wow. If you made it this far into the video, odds are you enjoyed the content or you are a very loyal subscriber, and I cannot thank you guys enough. It means the absolute world to me. Every single day I am live streaming over on Twitch at 11:15 a.m. Central Time. On Twitch, I play Black Ops 4 with viewers, I play Black Ops 4 with subscribers, or anybody that comes through from the YouTube channel that wants to play a couple games with me and have a chance of being featured on the channel in a video. Now, for this month of September, Twitch Prime subs are now 50% off. They went down from $5 to $2.49. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. This helps me out so much that you guys don't even understand. To keep in perspective, a $2.50 sub on Twitch is more beneficial to me than a $10 donation. So if you guys want to support the channel, support the content, and also just, be an absolute legend, that sub link is going to be at the top of the description. If you guys do sub to my Twitch channel, I will 100% add you on PlayStation and also on Xbox, or both for that matter. And make sure you guys please, really please, tweet me a picture of you guys with that sub button. You guys see that sub badge that you guys can sub to me over on Twitch right here. You got a 1 month sub. Tweet me that over on Twitter. I will 100% follow you back and give you a personalized thank you. As always, guys, thank you guys for all the support on the channel. Follow my Twitch page if you guys haven't already. And yeah, make sure you guys have a great rest of your day. Deuces.